always has a huge kinship to the grandparent is based in that reality. Like the ancestor realm is speaking. So it's like warning. I wouldn't say warning. It's like the communication. It's 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 effortless between them two because they just came from the same place, or one's going back to the place that one just came from, right?
Right, right. And I would even say with kids, they're they're more so able to be masters at chaos magic,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't really discriminate that much until, they learn these societal rules and motifs and stuff like that. Um, they're able to really legit have a whole group of friends that you can't see,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
those friends are telling them stuff, they're having conversations, and they're able to learn things.
They say that you're supposed to encourage kids with imaginary friends, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because your imagination plays a huge part in, well, at least for me in my spiritual practices. And sometimes I really try to, take a break from social media, from movies and stuff like that, especially the ones with these awesome special effects. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
um I think you watching it kind of takes away from your ability to imagine something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like you almost stunt your own consciousness from being able to form that idea within your mind on its own. Like
Yeah.
it's a difference between it matriculating and happening organically as opposed to it
Mm-hmm.
being put there, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like I always get that. I got that feeling last night again, and I was telling y'all, but now I'm going through it again because I went home and I couldn't go to sleep, so I wound up trying to finish it last night. Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, right? So
Mm-hmm.
of course these are 3 hour and 15 minute fucking films, right? I told you it took me 2 weeks to get through the second one, right? But just that concept of um tapping into the dream world and then acting it out in remote viewing is wild to me. But watching Avatar and watching some of these fantastic films, like you'll be in awe with just the fucking colors, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that shit
yeah.
1000% hypnotizes you. And before you know it, you're not even in your own consciousness no more. You're in the fucking movie type shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you was
Yeah.
a kid, did you have a consciousness of a child, or did you have the same consciousness that you have now?
Me?
Anybody?
Oh yeah, I would say I probably have. I never had the consciousness of a child. Like I was told at birth, I believe out that I was an old soul type shit. Um, I didn't have imaginary friends. I didn't. I did have an elaborate imagination, but I didn't cleave to childlike things as much as most kids I think would. Like I think I always had an affinity for hanging out with older people or just being around older and intelligent people. Like I wanted to hear people talk. I wanted to know what people thought type shit. It probably took till I was like 17, 18 until when I started going back and trying to do kid shit. But I don't think I ever really had like a full-fledged child mind type shit. But also,
Yeah.
grow up in the projects, nigga. Like, and there was no men around, and so I had to fend for myself in that area. So, but I digress on that.
Yeah. What I mean, it's hard to say what is a child's mind, but I do remember, being content with not knowing certain things as a kid because I knew once I knew once I knew things, in the physical world, for lack of better words, I knew that came with responsibility. You know what I mean? Like I knew once my mom told me about like taking out the garbage, nigga, I'm gonna have to do that for the rest of my life as long as I live in her house. You get what I'm saying? That's how I was. I took out the garbage from motherfucking 7 to shit 30 at my mom house. So for me, I always knew like whenever my mom or dad would pull me aside and say, "Hey, you got to start doing this," or "This is important to be done," because I always knew it was like, damn, y'all making me responsible for shit. This is more shit that I got to do, and it's less time for me to daydream and stuff like that, or find something like creative to do. I'm not saying like it killed my creativity, but I think preserving like a childlike point of view or approach to the world helps me stay fresh spiritually, you know. Um like for instance, just not knowing what's going on in the world, you know what I mean? Not knowing slang, not knowing what's going on with these celebrities or what's going on in politics. Um things like that. And then just sticking with the things that like brought me true like joy and happiness as a child, like sticking with those things in my adulthood, even if it's a more mature version, you know, like from cartoons to jazz music, keeping those things because it's something soothing about those things. And then, kind of going off on a tangent, just understanding like how like your consciousness works when you smell certain things or you see certain things or certain sounds that you may hear. Um Something could put you back into like that childlike state of mind, even though you may be an American with a plethora of responsibilities, and you got your job, you got your bills and stuff like that. I think being able to center yourself and getting back to a place, it's almost like hypnotizing yourself, or what's the word? Yeah, for lack of better words, like hypnotizing yourself, knowing how to get yourself into a certain state of consciousness. Um, yeah, I would say to me, a child's consciousness is really like just super imaginative, because sometimes you really gotta be like, "Hey, bro, that's not real," but a kid would be really into something, whether it's on TV or they might be in the back seat of the car and they'll see the light hit the ground a certain way, and they might be like, "Oh shit, it's a hole in the ground up there. Stop the car," stuff like that. So I think the imaginative aspect of a child's consciousness is mostly what it is when I think of it.
I say, as a kid, my dad, when I was with him a lot and riding around, go to work with him, he'll always let me know I was a child and stuff, in a respectful way and teach me life, but he would still be teaching me so much shit, as in like he knew like my mind was able to keep a lot of shit. Cause it's like I still remember saying things my dad told me as a child, you know what I'm saying? Even the things that he taught me and showed me how to do. So it's like for him to show me like that at a young age, he'd even tell me, your cousin know how to do this, and he like 6, he's 7. And he wasn't never doing that to like belittle me. He was letting me know, like, just if your cousin do that, just know what you capable of, man. You know what I'm saying? Like teaching me how to cut grass, how to mess with cars, when to flick the air off and on. And it's like I'll be 5 or 3 just doing stuff like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And got whooped for stuff that he like not shouldn't be doing. I told you better not to mess with that. So I mean discipline, I would.
So when I'm talking about consciousness, I'm not necessarily talking about life experience. I'm talking about like when you are, I guess, observing the world like, damn, I'm about to go get me something to eat, or like you just your motivations. Like when I was a kid, I knew I was a kid, but when nobody was around, I was an adult. You get me? Like when I'm with my homies, we talking about Sports Center, we 10. But you can't tell us that we wasn't grown ass men talking about goddamn Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman and who the Bulls need to trade for to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, and so I'm saying like I always felt like an adult consciously. I mean, I knew I was a kid because you know what I'm saying. You just know that for real, and you like. And the thing about it, nobody even tell you like, oh, you gonna hit puberty and how puberty gonna hit you, or even when puberty gonna hit, because it happened at different times for different people. But at the end of the day, what's really more of like what unites us in life is not our life experiences in our age, in our genders, even is more of like our consciousness, our ability to perceive the reality in real, because that's your 1,000th dad that you've had.
Mhm.
Why don't you care about your 671st dad?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really, you know what I'm saying? In real life, consciousness is like the fact of you've been here before. Like, oh shit, not this shit again.
Mhm.
The mind is like, I'm 7. You know what I'm saying? The mind is like, oh, I'm about to go give me some pussy. But
Yeah.
consciousness is like, man, I don't fuck. I've been fucked and I won't fuck. That's what consciousness is. You can't play with consciousness. Consciousness
At
is,
all.
how could you cheat on me when
Mhm.
I've seen 10 million pussies and 10 million dicks?
That is unbelievably crazy.
It's real. That's the real. If we gonna be, if we understand, we reincarnated into this
Mhm.
vessel.
If we understand that it's a long string and
From,
you
from
exist on
eternity.
every part on that string, you know what I mean? Like it's not just here, right? And then wrapped up in a little bowl when you die. Nope. Then it comes back here, right? And then it comes back here, right? Then it comes back here. Like it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop at all. So like that's dope how you said it like that. Why don't you don't care about your 651st dad? Like the fuck?
So it's like it's like sometimes it's certain paradigms and certain like concepts that we'll talk about, and then I'll be thinking like, man, Bobby Hemmett had a video breaking this shit down, and I sound crazy saying it, but I'll just play this one out up to speed on it if I can, and get y'all thoughts on it, because he talking about children and consciousness. Y'all cool with that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Time is now, and children are not the goddamn future. You are the future. Children have never been the fucking future. You the future. The child is only carried on the parents' future. You see what I'm saying? So now what happens is they train you in this country to focus on the child. But meanwhile, you ain't getting shit in your head. So as a result, the child comes up. You see what I'm saying? And basically, it's repetitious and it's a damn cycle. You see? And so he comes up, and he's an asshole too. Or she's an asshole too. But it's you. So the first thing somebody do in a conscious meeting, you're going to start talking about some damn children. That's 18 fucking years away before that motherfucker even begin to do some shit. Or 12 years away. As a matter of fact, the conscious realm don't even get to a child till he get 12 years old. So certain levels of certain glands don't even open up in the body. That's why the Bible talks about the 12-year-old thing. But the key is you the one. Because the knowledge was not given to your child, it was given to you. Although your child is a genius and he got all the potential and you can see the shit in him. In her. You see them, they are very advanced. They think, the thoughts that they think in their head when you was a child, you didn't start thinking that way till you was 12. They be little people and you like, I'm amazed. But that's not the point. The point is that they're on their way to damn ruination like every other asshole in the prison until you put something in their head. It's about you. And America has this policy, save the child, but don't save the adult. Now anybody know if a child got a fucked up adult, a child grows up a schizoid. You got people, man, you got children that's genius. But their parents was fucked up and they cannot break the cycle. They fucked up in the head. You see what I'm saying? Look, we got 4 friends that we grew up with and their parents, the mothers left them down to be raised with the grandmother. And they went back up north, and the mothers had like big time jobs and lived a damn Mary Tyler Moore life. You know, you're gonna make it, but they're doing this shit up there, and the children down south. And them children to this day, all them damn brothers, there's 3 of them, especially the males, all of them fucked up. One boy is 39, he's graduated college, he got a $50,000 a year job, and he can't keep a goddamn girl a day. And if this girl wants him, she got to be like she don't want him. And then he'll be with her. But as soon as she shows any type of thing that she wants him, she's out the door. But he don't keep a girl a damn week if she likes him. If we tell her, well, you know, you can't like him. Because if you like him, you gone. He cutting your ass loose tomorrow. Crazy. So my point is, it's you. It's not the children, it's you. I believe the children of no, you the future. The future is always now. If you don't take that shit now, it ain't gonna be in the future. That's what they keep doing. The future never gets here. Because you're always in the damn present. Which is the future. So it's not you. So automatically, they cut your conscience off. Because the white man understands that he can give you something to look forward to. He has already eliminated the space between you and that time that you're looking forward to do some shit. Based on your career, based on your child growing up, based on some insurance policy when you're 65, all that bullshit. And that is to suspend consciousness so he can have another day to kick you in the ass. But the time is now. That's how he does things on mind control. You look into the future, you look into YK2 when this shit is now. You worry about how you gonna get into the damn year 2000 and the shit is now. 2000 been here. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way he does this stuff. You see, that's a part of mind control.
If you live in a Michigan.
So yeah, the
The
mind
way,
and consciousness.
yeah, the way he explained it, time being a construct. I mean, it's still like a field that we move through here in the physical, but consciousness is just is. Made me think of the first hermetic law. It's just that's all it is. Or the universe is mental, all is mind. Um, no, it just makes you think because if consciousness is consciousness, no matter what age this a person is, then I think it's no point in like doing a lot of different things. You know what I mean? Like it's almost no point in like school for one. If you need doctors, you would just put that child in a room where it's doctors and they'll learn based off of demonstrations from doctors. You know,
You just sit and absorb doctors your whole life, and to the point
yeah,
where you just can do your own shit because you've been sitting
yeah,
under doctors every day for 10 years. So you've seen every diagnosis, prognosis that you could, and you feel ready. So you just go
mm-hmm,
get into it.
mm-hmm,
Makes sense to me.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Or anything, you know what I mean? Like you read your child's chart, and it's like, oh, this child's supposed to be, botanist. Well, let that child live let that child live at a greenhouse, you know what I mean? Or somewhere near a greenhouse or um but also it's funny because when people talk about childs, we use the word mind so much. This is mine, this is me, this belongs to me. And I think it stifles a lot of things because I remember when my nephew was born and how, my mom, dad, grandma, brother was just like, oh, he gonna be a basketball player, or no, he's gonna be an engineer like you, Jabri, or no, he gonna and I'm just like, y'all don't know what the fuck he gonna do, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all just got all these plans for him, and none of y'all did that shit.
Mm.
And that's what that makes me think of. We got to be willing. Well, it depends on what we want and how we, approach in life. But we can't we can't think about our best interests if we really want progress and we really want harmony. Because I think when we think in our best interests as it relates to like the present moment or even like the children is hardly ever what they want, because usually children want to change shit. Children usually is like on some Tupac shit. We need to flip this whole motherfucker over, you know, whereas older folks are more so want shit to stay the same. So I think it'll always be a struggle until we understand that we all here for a specific purpose and it's not to, you know, follow someone's footsteps, you know what I mean? Unless that is meant for you. But too
Mhm.
often we make plans for souls before they even get here.
You know what goes perfect with this conversation, Hood? Your 607 Unk video.
Oh, the babies be finessing.
The babies be finessing. They come out finessing. And I think it's interesting that the way we're looking at this when we're talking about it, and when you remember that time isn't a linear thing, right? So everything is in a circle. The end is actually the beginning, and it never stops. It makes it perfect to realize and understand you're the circle and you're the dot in the middle of the circle. Um, yeah, like how could the kid be the future if the kid picked you before it came here? So it's just an endless. That's why time it only exists in this realm because it's endless. There is no end and there is no beginning. There is just now.
Right. You know, and I like how when he was talking about the now and the distraction of the kid, you know, and he, I mean, of course, he reassured him, but the thing that he really talked about is like the kid just gonna be end up being like you know, if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. But it's just like in the Breeze, what you was talking about, you had the kids sit around the doctors. Even when you got to when the kid gets to a certain age, when he's talking about the consciousness of 12, it makes me think about like in God of War when he let his son start leading at one point because you know he was trying to teach him because he watched his father lead him, taught him how to survive, how to feed himself. So it was like he got to that point, or as in like you're gonna have to go off on your own because I can't really show you your path. I can only do it to a certain extent.
It also makes me think about how kids naturally gravitate to what they want before they even know what they want.
Yeah.
Like there are always certain parents and certain adults that kids gravitate towards. Um, there are automatically foods that they already like and don't like, even without their taste buds being developed. Like, yeah,
What's a kid, bro? What's a child, and what is an adult? What's the difference between an adult and a child, and
It
what's the threshold or what's the actual point
it
of
I
the
think
point?
it's only based off of the vessel. It's only
yeah,
based off of the
it's the
vessel.
it's the ability of the vessel. Yep.
Hmm.
And think about this real quick, like not to even sidetrack, but it paints into like the vessel and talking about what's the difference between an adult and a kid. But y'all remember the show Kid Next Door on Cartoon Network?
Yeah. The kid
So
next
the
door. Yeah.
origin of that show speaks about how the world was all kids, and the kids they didn't want to do a lot of labors and stuff, so they created adults, and the adults was the ones doing the work, making the world run until the adults said fuck this shit and then retaliated, and then they set in
Yeah, and they start
stone.
beefing with the kids.
Yeah, they start beefing with the kids and start mind controlling them, making them go through school, indoctrinating them, and making them become adults. That's why they start
Hmm.
selling tobacco and doing all these certain things to the kids to make them adults, to make them lose their essence as a child. Because the children were running the world, they was making gadgets, all types of things. So if they could turn the kids into teenagers, then adults, and make them age, because they found out how they made the adults age, so they did it to the kids. And they start mind warping the kids, taking their memory away. So the kid next door was like this private agency of kids protecting these last resorts of kids that had control of the world. So they was beefing with teenagers. Because once they get to a certain age, you gotta get kicked out this bitch. Because you're not a kid no more.
Mhm.
So you turn teenager, retaliate, and then you get to a certain age, you become an adult. So, and they get this parallel comes from, of course, from some type of mythos, but it's like, come on, man. It's like it speaks about that shit, but you never seen it like that because it's just a kid show till you really dig into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what fucked up a lot of these kid shows. They be telling you and teaching you shit, but as a kid, you don't get it. But until you get to a certain awareness of shit, you like, well, what the fuck? Why they? I didn't know it was never talking about this.
So like as a kid or as a child, right? When you like just say for instance your mom cooking for you, cleaning for you, doing everything for you, and then I would imagine like an adult or a man, you got to start relying on yourself and figuring out everything on your own. My question is, would you rather have shit taken care of for you as a man, or would you rather get it out the mud as a man? So meaning that you might fucking be homeless because can't nobody help you and you got to figure out how to help yourself, or do you just play the safe role because you know you can have this consciousness to be taken care of, more or less. Like when I look at a kid, these niggas just wake up. They don't think about shit. They don't give a fuck. I don't like, man, the part of these kids not giving a fuck really just it irks me, bro. I'm not
It
even gonna lie.
bothers you.
I'm telling you, the sink had fucked up, man, and the water went flying everywhere, nigga. The water was everywhere. It was an emergency.
Mhm.
These niggas was acting like nothing was happening. I'm like, oh my God. What if this was a tiger? You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas do not have no alertness to y'all whatsoever. I was irritated.
Nigga,
Bro,
if you get dropped in the wild, you done. Like,
I'm done with these niggas. I'm done with these niggas. I'm done with these niggas. I swear to God, I'm finished.
yo.
It is not the motherfucking apocalypto. See, father and son taking on the wild. These niggas like, where's my tablet? Where's my phone? Like, come on, man. It is not happening, bro. I mean, these niggas need me for real. You know what I'm saying? But they gonna be an adult one day. And it's like, I feel like as a parent, you gotta prepare your kid to not need you. Cause needing you, I'm a human just like anybody else. I could be gone. You know what I'm saying? So then what? You know, that's the real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to depend on people and they got you. But when you're an adult, you realize shit, all I got is me for real. So, but that to me, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if a motherfucker was like, all right, just come here and we'll just take care of everything. I'll be like, nah, I can't even. I just live in this fucking hotel. You know what I'm saying? I just fucking thug it out on the streets because I know I can. Because it's like a pig in a wild in a warthog, right? What's the difference?
Domestication.
Exactly. Same animal, guys. But
Pigs
when
don't even got tusks.
yeah, pig don't even grow tusks until they get into the motherfucking wild. They get fur, tusk, and be ready to tear some shit up. Fuck, eat, sleep. You know what I'm saying? Whole different animal.
Oh God, they call them bitches wild boars.
They call them wild boars. A wild boar is a pig.
Yep.
One is domesticated, one isn't. And that's really what I'm talking about. Really, like, what would y'all rather have? Would y'all rather have the domestication, or would y'all rather be wild animals?
I'll be wild animals. Cause like think of this. In my sport, they got this funny ass term. It's either your ass get sent away and go get good, or you stay home, be a basic nigga. Send me away. I'm trying to get that check. Send me to them European teams and shit.
You saying
doesn't
like either like a champion or like on the practice squad type shit.
Basically, be in that wild with them dogs and train with them, or be in the bar and rolling in mud. Yeah, we rolling, guys.
I mean, doesn't domestication lead to slavery? Like, doesn't domestication make it easier for you to be controlled?
For sure. I think the whole concept of domestication is to condition your consciousness to look for something to control you.
You need to be led.
Experiment is
Trying to maximize this shit.
They already started the fucking fireworks in Pennsylvania.
What?
That's the ass.
Fireworks? They supposed to be shooting. Nah.
Hey,
I'm sure that's later on. I'm sure
when I
that's
see
later
this nigga
on.
Joe Rogan, all what comes to my head is ball nigga, ball nigga, ball nigga.
That's my new anthem, nigga. That's my new anthem. I didn't shave today, but that's my new anthem. That's my new anthem. I love that song. Boy, you're looking like a basketball.
Oh, Michael Jordan, his shit. Start it up, Quay.
going on with male human beings.
Yeah,
That's going on with dogs and wolves.
I've heard that quote on this show so many times.
Yeah.
Hard times breed hard people. Hard people breed easy times, easy people, or whatever it is. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, hard times create hard men create easy times create soft men create hard times.
Vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's normal. It's just they've known this forever. This is how humans work. From hog to wild hog, how a stealth gene transforms pigs into wild boars.
Holy shit.
A barnyard escapee can quickly resemble a feral hog, growing bigger and hairier in a matter of months. Isn't that wild? So that pig right there could have started out as a domesticated pig and got out, and it will turn into that wild-looking thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Experts say the crisis is largely driven by people who trap and transport the animals so they can be hunted. Oh, wow. It may be the year of the rabbit, the pig, the feral pigs. Like, how long does it... Yeah, it's Sus scrofa. So that is millennia of chasing wild boars around the woods with spears. Homo sapiens finally got wise. Roughly 9,000 years ago, which is now... in what is now eastern Turkey, our ancestors began domesticating the Eurasian boar, Sus scrofa. By the time... So they were wild first, then they domesticated them. And they're like gremlins. You feed them at night.
Yeah.
Okay, by the time Christopher Columbus picked up a few to take along on his second voyage to America in 1493, the 400-pound tusked beast had been transformed into a pink, floppy-eared familiar. In that time, pig husbandry had produced a docile and resilient animal, one bred to survive a range of climatic conditions and to reproduce a lot. Well, that's the thing about pigs. Like, they have 3 litters a year.
Do they really?
Yeah, they bang out babies. Like, let's go. And they start doing it when they're like 6 months old. So it's 6 months old. They're already spitting out kids.
And how many piglets do they usually have? Like 8?
That's a good question. I think it's about 6, if I had to guess. It might be more. What is the average litter of a pig?
Is that what they be called? Litters?
I think. I'm just guessing.
They're so smart, too.
Yeah. Average pig litter.
Man, the amount of tabs you have open at this browser is so funny.
Just right now.
7.5. The average litter size is 7.5. It's not uncommon for a sow to have 12 to 14 pigs per litter.
How do you have a half? Just one little midget?
It's just an average. You know, some 15, some 13, some 2.
Thank you, Jamie.
That's pretty nuts, man. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, man.
So they're just constantly pumping out kids. And when you let them grow out in the wild, they turn back into what they originally were. So that makes sense that if you took dogs and you like slowly gave them food all the time, and all the the wolves that were like bitch ass wolves that couldn't hunt anymore, like, come on, bitch ass wolf.
Yeah.
I got some food for you. Just growl when the bears come. And then they, okay, I'll do that for you. Just like people kind of get.
Other platforms we've used may work.
Just like people kind of get, what is the wild nigga? What does a wild nigga look like in 2026?
Wati? Is that a Wati?
I'm saying like just being a wild animal. Getting all of your DNA activated from billions of years of evolution outside of domestication. Like, what does a wild nigga look like?
Shit, we'll probably be going back to being multiple colors again. Probably be red or blue and green hue in the face and shit. We'll probably get that hole in the roof back in our mouth again.
Niggas don't get that until they get back in nature. Niggas don't like that.
Yeah, and I was gonna say a wild nigga is like Rudra, Shiva, you know what I mean? Or like the Agoris. Basically, you know, they wipe ashes on themselves, they eat shit, they sleep on the ground, they embrace all the vile, filthy things in life. Just like how when Shiva married Parvati, demons and angels was at their wedding, and Parvati family was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude? What is all these, you know, demons here?" But it was just like it was Shiva, you know what I mean? He didn't see a difference between the consciousness of an angel and a demon. It was all consciousness, you know, and they all got along for the sake of Shiva, you know. So I think a wild nigga is somebody that has like at least one thing I could say has like a lack of judgment. You know what I mean? You only see things for what they are, and that's just consciousness. It's all, you know, the creation of the divine mind. You know what I mean? And seeing the essence in everything, the similarity in the essence of everything, I would say, to start with. And it's not, you get what I'm saying? It's not good or bad. It's like, well, you know, I'm trying to dig a hole. It makes sense to have a shovel and not a pitchfork. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like fuck them pitchforks. No, can't do this with a pitchfork. I need a shovel. It's about does it work? Is it needed? And not if it's good or bad.
Serpent DJ Jaguar said a wild ninja is one who was born in the countryside, away from the city, away from the indoctrination. Is that valid?
I would concur. I would concur because them niggas in the South is different, bro. Like, listen, man. I thought niggas was up north was the shit until I moved down south. They are different down there.
Yeah, them niggas don't give a flying fuck at all points in time. Like
they will eat pig for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day, and will get mad if you try to change the menu. Like they will eat pig. Like I watched the nigga the other day on a meme, and he was dead ass crying because his wife threw away his last bowl of chitlins. Like he was upset. Like he could not gather himself for the video. He wanted to complain online about his woman throwing away his chitlins, and he just spent all his money on these chitlins, and he couldn't wait to get home to get these chitlins, and she threw them out because they stink. He lost it. They just different down there, bro. Like they literally burn their trash down there. Like they'll just throw everything in a pile, fuck garbage bags and garbage cans, right? Just throw everything outside out back. And when it gets to a certain level, we just gonna burn it all. They different down there, bro. They different.
I'll tell you one thing, all the guys I played sports with that was like from the country and one from the city, motherfuckers was strong. And they wasn't ripped. You know what I mean? They ain't look like a buff dude. They was strong as shit.
They got that Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico is a motherfucker.
Yeah, they got that field strength.
Really?
Like Come on, man. We know all the great athletes in the NFL come out of Florida, right? Them niggas get trained by chasing raccoons and rabbits like in the field, my nigga. Like them, they different down there, bro. They different, man.
Yeah, man. So,
You ever seen how Rastafarians live?
hell yeah.
Yeah, they live off the land too.
I mean, it's something to be said about it, right? Because like we live in a society where they say everything is supposed to be clean and cookie cutter and all of that good shit, but yet the clean people supposedly and the civilized people supposedly, are they really doing better than the people who are not? I mean, they all still in the same place, right? Like we all still in the same fucking place. So for all of the money and time and energy spent on that kind of shit, like, I mean, who's to say you're better because you're cleaner or you're more civilized? I don't know. I don't know who makes that decision. You know what I'm saying?
That just makes me just think about how glamour and magic are really just in play. Same thing happened in the past. They always say if you want to understand today, study yesterday. Because the same niggas who got the money and shit was the same niggas that was doing this shit, like the Knights Templars and people from different coastal organizations that realize how to do their own magic and make their own coin.
Nicole's having an issue. She needs your help.
Because if that shit was gone, you back in the same place with me, and it's wild.
Yeah, that made me think about this podcast that I was watching, and they was talking about how everything is based upon some type of like spiritual inversion. Like we taught to live life in a certain way, but then we'll see motherfuckers just do the wildest shit and get success because that's literally how this world works. Like we might be from another dimension. We might be from a different reality where it makes sense to do good things, but down on here on earth, it's like inversion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that a while ago.
Mm-hmm. That makes me think of two things. What are the tools of domestication? Like what's in place to domesticate people? And then also, like the eschatological view of things. You know what I mean? Like we gotta make shit real fucked up, real evil in order for goodness to rise, in order for Christ to come back. So we gotta, you know, mistreat and abuse these people in the Middle East going on 80 years, you know what I mean? So that God can come back. It's almost like we supposed to be evil because out of evil comes good.
You know, I'm gonna always repeat myself when I say this, but the ignorance of the Jedi is because they ignored the existence of the Sith. They chose to ignore the other side of the coin, and when you ignore the other side of the coin, it's like you're ignoring like a part of yourself or a part of the world. Because everything has a duality in this 3D plane, hot and cold.
Who created this? Who would you say created this world?
Y'all the both.
Y'all just, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
And I was gonna say his Yadabuff henchman was, the Catholic Church,
The archons,
the Protestants and the Catholics, because the shit came out of them. They really set a lot of the norms. You know what I mean? Niggas walking around here, American descent, African descent, circumcised.
Yeah,
Nigga,
because
I ain't Jewish, bruh. My great grandfather wasn't either.
yeah, we
What
we
the fuck?
we
You
we
know,
didn't have we
that's
didn't
some
have no
traumatizing shit to
control.
do to a baby.
We ain't have no control over being circumcised. Our mother signed that document.
Like, what?
Because I'm thinking every time I hear people talk about God coming back, like I was trying to figure out when this nigga left. You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all see the shit that we in? Because I'm trying to figure out when he left. Right? I'm not talking
Yeah.
about the fanciful shit that y'all love in that book, right? I'm talking about like when did this motherfucker leave?
Where he at? No.
It makes me think about that video. Dude goes, "You trying to tell me what God say, bitch ass nigga?" Like, dude get mad.
Oh, you talking about my man Smackwater?
Yeah, that was on Vlad TV.
Smackwater, funny.
He said, God
Funny,
got me
man.
on speed dial, bitch ass nigga. Why the fuck he gonna talk to you when he can talk to me? That's like last night I was watching Anton and them, and the conversation for a minute, I wanted to send it to y'all. They was arguing about yoga being demonic, and I'm just like, this is a conversation, right? So Slimmy is saying, y'all praying to Hindu gods. That's demonic. What? Where do y'all get this shit from? But y'all niggas will argue for casual sex all day, every day, and that's not demonic.
But it's funny because throughout the Bible, Jews and the Christians praised other gods throughout the whole fucking book. They weren't monotheistic
At all. And
They never were.
if you actually have a understanding of metaphysics, then you would understand that Bible doesn't exist without the Bhagavad Gita. It doesn't exist without the Quran. It doesn't exist without the Zohar. They don't exist independently. Like each one of those books is connected to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, like the Bible is like the sixth one. You know what I'm saying? Like because all of those other religions are older. So it's like, what are we really talking about here?
I think when it comes to the Bible, what confuses people is that people never really give themselves to sit down and read through and take note, versus as in when they're learning about the Bible and when they're in certain areas, they jump around and read chapters. So it's like you never really get a full glimpse of the whole story like you watch the epilogues of movies and shit. Whereas when niggas would tell you, no, you didn't watch number one, you need to go watch number one so you can understand watch number two, because you not understand what the fuck you're talking about. Like, that's how it is with the Bible when I think about it.
And this shit actually fits to what we were just talking about. We were talking about civilized versus the uncivilized, right? So what normally happens that prompts someone to get into that book? It's not faith, it's not love. You usually went through some shit, right? And you end up in a realm of trying to be born again. So now you're going to pick that book up, right? Mm-hmm. Normally people pick that book up and go for specific areas and specific chapters based off of specific things that they're going through in their life currently. It's never really let me just read this whole book through, understand this entire book, and then operate my life based off of this book and the teachings that come from the book. It's, oh shit, I got 3 baby mamas. I can't afford child support. I'm sleeping on this bitch couch. I can't stand her. My life is over. I'm gonna pick up that book. I got another kid on the way, and casual sex is just not panned out for me. And maybe I should pick up the good book. Maybe it's something in the good word that can get me through. Like, it's always something extreme that has to happen before somebody decides they want to actually delve into religion.
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't just become born in this world and want to go right to religion. Like that's a fallacy. Can we keep it a buck?
So I could have swore you was falling asleep in church like I was.
Facts.
And your ass knew if you did one of these, your ass is fucked.
It was cold in there, and I was sleepy, and my mama gave me $2 to put in the collection plate. I was trying to save this shit so I could get some candy after. Nope.
Well, you know,
I'm telling you, she be cool if you sleep if you got one of these. As soon as you get one, she on your ass.
Nah, nigga. I had to sit right next to my mama, nigga. Like, nah, nigga. I was so happy when she got done with the church. She was like, I'm done with this shit. My mother told me that shit was like, I was like 9 years old. My brother was in Catholic school. That was the last time we went to church. She went in there. She just couldn't stand it. She couldn't stand the foolishness and the lies. And she was like, I'm done with this shit. That was the end of my Bible career. That was it. I didn't pick it up again until I was an adult. So
there's no church in the wild.
Ain't no church in the wild, bro. People gotta remember, man. Jesus ran around with gangsters.
Hey, man. When before he got to that crucifixion, what he tell them niggas, go grab your sword, go sell your shirts and anything you can.
Yeah. Come walk with me.
He
Come
said,
walk with me,
nigga, go grab you a sword or something. We finna go to war.
Come walk with me, nigga.
Machiavelli, Don Illuminati style. One thing when I mention that to people, they'll bring up the shit. Well, what stops a person from killing another person? You know, and then they start talking about good and bad and sin and stuff like that. And it is so religion only existed to domesticate people, and to give people rules to follow. I don't really think it's like morals. It is
No.
morals, but it's more so like rules to follow. You know what I mean? Don't do this because we'll do this to you. You know, and it's more so of everybody follow these rules so society can work in this particular way. Because I would say it's really nothing stopping another man from killing another man at any time. You get what I'm saying? If one of them wants to, you know. But I think
Niggas get shot every day, B.
yeah, for on accident, on purpose, whatever, you know what I mean? Um, but I think a lot of domestication starts with, organized religion. But yeah, I would say it's a lot of it start with organized religion.
I would say uncivilized. You asked me that question earlier. I got it. It's them niggas in Chicago. It's the little niggas with them switches, like collecting hats. Like it's them. It's them. Yep, it's them. It's them.
Nah,
Shit,
man.
man.
If you're gonna talk about the shot, you gotta talk
It's
about
all over this country.
Yeah, like when you see a 12-year-old running around with a semi-automatic, what are we talking about here? What's this video, Hook?
Tools or behaviors you embrace to facilitate your rational thinking?
The answer is, of course. I hardly do anything else. And one of my favorite tricks is the inversion process. If somebody hired me to fix India, I would immediately say, what could I do if I really wanted to hurt India? And I'd figure out all the things that could most easily hurt India, and then I'd figure out how to avoid them. Now, you'd say it's the same thing, it's just in reverse, but it works better frequently to invert the problem. Just constantly avert. You don't think of what you want, you think what you want to avoid. Or when you're thinking what you want to avoid, you also think about what you want. And you just go back and forth all the time.
Are there any
That's Charles Munger. He's the forethought on the inversion process, where it's like talking about anything like say you just talk about the kids in Chicago, how to stop the kids in Chicago. I think the way that you stop the kids in Chicago is that you give them more guns, right? That's inversion, because what you trying to do, you're trying to arrest them, you're trying to stop them, and that's not working. So I'm sure at a certain point, they're like, fuck it, let's just give them guns, and then they'll just kill each other, or the victorious one will just be winning and the gang war be over with. I think, and that's just an example, but a lot of things can get solved, or a lot of things make more sense when you look at everything from a holistic angle, not just from how you want it or how you expect it to be, because you leaving off 50% of what's really going on.
And that fits perfectly because we're in the world of duality. So everything is about opposition, right? Opposites connecting, opposites opposing. So yeah, that shit actually makes a lot of fucking sense. Because whatever it is they doing now, if they were trying to prevent something from happening, it ain't working. Like it hasn't worked, right? And we're talking about the highest paid people. We're talking about the smartest people. We talk about politicians and public officials and all of these things, all of these people that have the rights, the abilities to make change and implement laws and structures and things like that. Even with all of these people and all of that stuff in place, this is still going on. Like it does beg the question, like maybe this recipe that we have for trying to fix said problem just isn't a recipe at all. Because eventually, if you give a crack filled or a drug filled or fentanyl filled place more drugs, I mean, the people doing the drugs eventually do go away because you can't do the drugs your entire life endlessly. Somebody gonna die. Right? Like, so
let me show you an example of how this shit works. California's homeless budget, they spent $6.8 billion to fix homelessness. Homelessness in California have increased over the last several years. Make it make sense.
Wait. They spent close to $7 billion and the shit got worse.
Exactly.
I think that just made my case. Yeah,
that
just made my case.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They take the money and they give it to more rich people. They don't do shit for the homeless in California because more people are homeless with $7 billion in funding. So that means that the foundations, the 501c3s, got $7 billion so they could buy more Lexuses, more townhomes, more charter jets. Mm-hmm. But we are not in the inversion of it all. We'll miss it completely. Like, just look at the government. The government is a criminal organization. Mm-hmm. From the top to the bottom. But like a criminal organization, shit. If you say anything to them, what they gonna do? They're gonna take you out. They're gonna lock you up. They're gonna do all of this shit to you. Like, what is about the government? When is Donald Trump or any of these politicians ever thinking about the regular human man? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, but then, you know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to pledge allegiance to the flag. That's mind control. You know what I'm saying? Like, at its deepest core level.
Agreed.
But yeah, that's just an example of it. But even in reference, go ahead.
I was gonna say another example with United States military is being the world's arms dealer. You know, just give other countries as many weapons as possible and push military innovation. You know, at some point, ain't nobody gonna have to go to war because it's gonna be robots fighting each other and bombing each other and shit like that.
Makes me think about Star Wars again when they literally just made all those fucking clone ass
All the clones, yeah.
and just to have in the fucking war.
Clone Wars.
100%. And then like that's real talk because they say for the migration, all of the people that they allow for migration, a lot of it is for people to vote liberal because they need those bodies to vote. You know what I'm saying? Which could be just another level of cloning because they don't even care about them personally. But like it's like this whole governmental regime that's taking place and it's not for the betterment of people because here we are paying taxes going through all of this shit as far as just trying to live. And why wouldn't the government create a whole system of life for everybody to coexist in? Why are they trying to always tax and do all of this like propaganda and go to war in Venezuela and all this shit? And it's like, is it humans that are the problem, or is the government just trying to like just steal resources from all over the world, and we just like human collateral? Like the government is a government and the people is the people, and there is no connection point, at
Right.
least to me.
Right. Yeah. No, I it ain't no connection point. And I think that's the whole premise behind money is going to different countries, you know, like in a very imperialistic way, taking their resources, you know, taking their minerals, their oil, what have you, rare earth metals, and now you got a sense of wealth. So now when you print money, your money is backed by the resources that you took from Africa, the resources you took from Vietnam and Australia and Malaysia and stuff like that. And then basically they take it back to the UK, you know, for like a better words, or it's owned by the UK. It's still in those countries, but you have an outside country that own the resources in another country, which in turns makes, you know, the UK or the United States um, wealthy. You know what I mean? But because we know paper is fake, money is fake, but it's kind of backed by like the resources that the countries fight over. You know, that's why it's always been a war in the Middle East since forever. Is that unlimited money in the oil? You know, they say those what do they call the sheiks and shit? The dudes with the Saudi Arabian folks, they say, man, it ain't you can't put a number on their net worth. They literally got unlimited money because of their oil, you know, and then it makes you think like, damn, it's been wars going on there since my grandmama was in the womb.
The Fertile Crescent. That's
Yeah, the Fertile Crescent.
you ever wonder why? The Bible, everything, because of the limited resources. If you
Yep.
control that, you control unlimited resources. So where we think in Jesus and God and all of this shit, and really it's just these people that's like, dog, we can take over this bitch because we understand psychology, and these people don't. So let's just like get a small group of motherfuckers and let's take over this whole entire world. And
Hmm.
it's like, damn,
Hmm.
niggas trying to pay their rent and trying to, take care of their families. And other motherfuckers is trying to take over the world, utilizing symbolism and
Yeah.
Montauk Project, COINTELPRO. Like it's a whole organized onslaught against you. and you don't even realize it. And I just think this shit is so interesting.
At a point in time, the Fertile Crescent was considered. I mean, even to this day, the way that the government, and then okay, that's what I was trying to say. That like the concept of transnational capital, basically is like when George Bush father was in office, and I want to say like Reagan or Nixon, all those fights in the Middle East when they were presidents, it came down to like having the idea of the petrodollar. Basically, you can only buy oil with American dollars. That gives value to the United States money. But that Fertile Crescent area, Mesopotamia area, was considered like the center of the world. That's where a lot of the trade happened. That's where like a lot of things are centered, and everything kind of like springs from there. And that's why I think even to this day, it's always been a war to control that area or have some type of huge influence on that area. I remember reading that Mesopotamia, so there was like, influential societies like Egypt, Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, and then like, the Himalayas, China, and stuff like that. But Mesopotamia was interesting because it wasn't one group of people. It was kind of like a mix of like just a bunch of different, aristocrats, scholars, and peoples that had different type of skills. It really didn't come down to ethnicity or race or anything. It came down to people that had the same type of views and were willing to, work together.
I mean, they do buy and sell us on the stock market, right? So
Yeah, it's a commodity. Yeah.
so I mean, if we're talking about some sense of fucking civilized morality, like that goes out the window, right?
Yeah, no, it ain't. Yeah, it don't have nothing to do with morality because you know how they always, for us growing up, Christians, Jews, and Muslims have always been at war in the Middle East. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But the motherfuckers join the Illuminati, they become Masons. Oh, all of them under oath, all of them buddies, all of them pals.
1000%.
You get what I'm saying? None of that shit matters no more once you become a Mason, or you get what I'm saying? So it's about having the world do one thing, teaching the world a certain thing, and then practicing something else behind closed doors. You out your mind if you think the Pope is Catholic. You think he's practicing, you get what I'm saying? Shit like that. Because it's in their best interest for you to be domesticated, so that they can live their inverted lives.
Real talk. If you want to understand like how that started with the Protestants, the Catholics, Hope, and things of that nature, get the book John Dee and the Empire Angels by Jason Love, and that really just speaks on how these factions were beefing with each other and so on. Really paints that picture in a clear way, and how John Dee expanded through that, especially with just a magic and a cult. Like imagine your ops hate you so bad that they spread lies about you, and it really just gave you clout.
Hmm.
007.
Let's switch it up, big bro. Shit feel kind of doomy.
You said it feel doomy.
No,
Hey
I
man,
said
this
shit kind of feeling kind of doomy, like the
hey,
conversation.
this a highly ritualized day, man.
It
Real
is.
talk.
It is. It is.
You got people around here like, yeah, time's starting over.
They finna get drunk as hell.
I just can't buy into it.
Let's get into this. So since we was talking about come to Jesus moments, right?
Mhm.
Getting into religion, this nigga right here, this is his beginning of him in his relationship with Jesus. Y'all want to check it out?
Facts. Let's go.
I think he's crying. I think you're crying. He is cold. He look cold. He look cold, sad. Dreads is coming apart. You thought you did your big one,
Ain't
huh?
it another?
Next time you think about playing with a bitch like me, remember, you ain't got no car, no home, no job, no nothing.
Fellas, I don't know how many ways I gotta say this. No matter what you do in life, make for damn sure you never put yourself in the position of relying on a woman for your livelihood or a place to stay. It's time to level up, gentlemen. Get yourself a standard.
I think he's
The
crying.
angry man standard.
Now he plugged the book at the end of it. Oh shit!
That came out. I did not expect that.
I didn't think he was going there.
I thought this was specifically about a come to Jesus moment.
This nigga really said, he said, I'm gonna sell these books though. I feel him. Fuck it.
Angry man standard.
Crazy. But the video is more important than what this nigga is talking about.
That is.
Is it hard for a man to get his own shit?
Mm,
And if it's easy, what is the formula?
it depends, man.
I wouldn't say it's easy.
It depends,
I wouldn't say
man.
it's hard, but I would say it's necessary. Yeah, I don't think we can quantify easy or hard when it comes to a man getting his own shit. Because normally when he's doing that alone. Like society tells you have to do that. Society tells you that is one of your must do's, like breathing. Like there is no excuse for a man if he doesn't, which is the unfortunate part. Because the other half of society, they get excuses made for them all day, every day. But I really want to talk about the psychology of someone to laugh at someone while they're down type shit. I really would like to talk about that psychology at some point, the shaming part of it.
So I said it depends, but instead of trying to burn brain cells, I'm gonna just say from like my experiences, there were very easy parts, and then there were difficult parts. I
What's
would
the
say,
easy parts? What's the easy parts? How is it? I'm curious because this
uh-huh.
is something that plagued me my whole life. Just being a man trying to figure it out. I have
hmm So
basically
my
sell my ass on Craigslist from time to time to make.
so for me, the easy parts, something that I understood very early was, the understanding money as early as you possibly can, having your own bank account, saving your money, that was easy for me. Um, to this day, I make sure that I got a nice amount put away, you know what I mean? Whether it's for, shit, I want to take a trip tomorrow, or, oh, I need to handle this shit with my car, you know what I mean? Um, that was the easy part. And then I would say also another easy part was not spoiling my youth. You get what I'm saying? Like being okay with waiting on shit. You get what I'm saying? When I was 16 in college, I wasn't doing drugs. You know, I wasn't having sex, you know what I mean? And it helped me, you know, moving forward. You know, it was easy for me to wait on things because I haven't experienced things. Not being so eager to want to grow up and have your shit together when you don't have to, kind of like what we were talking about in the beginning of this conversation, you know, um, when you at home, you ain't got to worry about shit. So as long as I didn't have to worry about certain shit, I was okay with not worrying about this shit. And then the hard part was understanding that, you know, girls really don't like dudes. You get what I'm saying? Unless they like you, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And not wasting your time trying to, you know, chase anyone's validation that don't like you. You get what I'm saying? Really understanding if somebody fuck with you, you know, knowing the difference, you know, and not trying to get people to like you. You know, that was a hard thing, especially with women. Um, but I would say the easy things was dealing with money and not growing up too fast. The hard things was with women and understanding that it is girls that like you for you. You get what I'm saying? And you should be happy, you know, with that idea as opposed to chasing after someone who don't like you, but they'll fuck with you as long as it's a benefit for them. You know what I mean? And then they're done with you tomorrow. Um, so I would say it's hard for motherfuckers because they want to be loved so bad. They want to be liked so bad, you know, that they miss the mark completely. I would say that would be the biggest thing. Like niggas want to be down like Brandy so bad, you know what I
Would
mean?
would
Just
would would you categorize easy and difficult as a matter of subjectivity?
These niggas tweaking in here, man. I'm trying to do two things at once. Can you say that one more time?
It's all right. I put it in the chat too. But wouldn't we have to first categorize easy and difficult as subjective?
Yeah, I mean, shit, because I understand certain things is easy to me, but I'm just talking about the basic living. If a nigga just want to get an apartment, nigga, fuck out of here, right? It's not happening. And
No,
ever since I was
no,
19,
no.
it's been fuck out of here, nigga. We not giving you no place to stay. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's not easy. I just like you just a single man. Like when I was a single man, it wasn't like I could just get a place to stay. And I didn't ever know really like the formula. Like I know
Mhm.
now, you know what I'm saying? Get a job, work that job, collect your pay stubs, show the landlord your pay stub, keep your credit score, boom, boom, boom. But like back then, I just needed a place to stay. I didn't have a job. I didn't have the
Mhm.
things to they say you need to have stability. But how do you
Mhm.
become stable if you're not stable? And I swear, just being a man, you get kicked out
Mhm.
the house, nigga. You
Often.
you your first bet is to get with a girl. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, you're not saying anything wrong, bro. Like you're not saying anything wrong. Cause I remember that 16, 17-year-old nigga. I remember that. I remember it being the cross
This
between
bitch got a crib with Section 8. She paid $25 a month. I'm
it's a
getting in on
no-brainer.
that. I'm getting
It's
in
a
on that.
no-brainer, bro. Yeah, I might have to give her dick every now and again. Oh my god. Yeah, but it's a no fucking brainer to me. Like at 16, 17, 18, it's a cross between you gonna stay in your mama crib, you gonna stay where your mama stay, or you gonna start trying to figure out a way to get to your own. The easy beeline was you shack up with a shorty, right? But if we're talking about what Breeze described, like how many kids, Breeze, would you say actually get to the level that you're describing without having any trauma, without having any vices, without having any addictions? and any of that other stuff that might prevent them from being able to say, all right, I'm just going to stack every check, wait till I get to a particular number that's necessary, allow my credit to grow, and then go get my crib. What you described seems super fucking easy. But how many niggas get the opportunity to do that without all the other stuff?
And I would just say, you don't got no dad. And then at a certain level, it's other kids your same age. They parents like, well, I'll pay your first and last rent. I'll get you an apartment. I was a summa cum laude at Michigan U, so you get an alumni discount. And I know all about the dorms to get into because I've been there before. Nigga, we kids that our moms and dads was smoking crack, nigga.
Smoking crack,
Yeah.
bro. I know
Yeah.
for a fact I was a coke baby, nigga. Like,
But that's why I was
fuck.
saying, like, I do think it's subjective. You know what I mean? I do think it's based on you. You know what I mean? Now, my dad was smoking crack. My mom was, I don't know how the fuck she did it. She was getting her master's degree while dealing with my pops and dealing with my brother who was selling crack. And I don't know, it was just something that it was just like, okay, maybe it could be those examples that was set for me from the men in my
You
life. You
probably
get what I'm
saw it
saying?
and it turned you off. Right?
Yeah. And
But I
it
think
made
the
me
flip
kind
side
of
to that, but I
kind of
think
go
that's the
inward.
rarity. I think that's the rarity, though. You know what I'm saying? I think some people's, and this is why I say it's subjective, right? Because some people's trauma propels them to do great things, right? Other people's trauma gravitates them towards more trauma. You dig what I'm saying?
For
And
sure. Yeah.
if you've never possessed the intestinal fortitude to be able to distinguish between what was for you and what was against you, right? You might go towards what's against you thinking it's for you. I.e., the niggas in the streets. Ain't no dad upstairs, but you got the niggas in the streets that give you whatever you want whenever you come around, right? Every time niggas want something from the store, they send you to the store. They know you a good nigga. They giving you a couple of dollars. You know you could get off shit with these niggas, but at home is a totally different dynamic. So you might just want to hang out with these niggas all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I think about it that way, and that's why I think more than likely people are going to go towards the place that's not necessarily good for them as opposed to what's good for them because they don't know the difference between the two in the moment, so to speak.
I think then this goes back to consciousness, because when you conscious and you go through all these adversities that Breeze is talking about, they don't affect you the same way as when your consciousness haven't fully developed. Because when your consciousness isn't developed, you thinking that what you're going through is so real. But you obviously seen past the trauma. But me, I know for a fact, trauma beget more trauma for me. Trauma didn't inspire me to do better. Oh, my mom smoked crack, my dad smoked crack. Let me do better. No, even if I wanted to do better, I still found myself with these niggas toting guns and selling drugs. Somehow. Even though I knew, I went to 12-step program with my mom, and still it didn't. It's like, but like I can reflect on a lot of things now because I spent time contemplating and meditating and healing myself. But in the midst of being a young black man, shit, it's like for me, it's so crazy because motherfuckers can tell you everything you need to hear, but it was something in me that I couldn't receive it and I couldn't follow it. I just had to crash out. Like it was in just something that I had to do. And it was like now, like I'm trying to like go into retrospect about it, and it's like, damn, I guess it was just supposed to be that way. I can't really change it. You know what I'm saying? I see it now. It's like, damn. And then with my own kids, I'm like, shit, I want to break the cycles. I want to do this, that, and the third. And I'm looking at my oldest kid crash the fuck out. Like it could be blue, this nigga see red. And I'm like, okay, wow, this is interesting. Like this is very interesting. So now I'm just like, damn. Just be a supportive system for him because I can't control him. That's one thing I know. I'm not going to be able to control him. He's going to make his own decisions for right or for wrong. He is his own person, and I just got to be his dad because it's like I don't have no examples. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we could blame it on the dad not being there. I'm here every day. This nigga's still crashing out. So it's like everything I hear now, I'm like, man, I just feel lied to about a lot of shit because it's just like
I feel lied to about.
Y'all ever see the parody of niggas be like, they be upset because they be like, damn, my dad in my life, so I'm not gonna be successful.
That's a mess. But like,
That's crazy.
you know, to that point, you know, yeah. The only thing I remember about my grandfathers was their funerals. Kidney cancer, colon cancer. Dad was using drugs, battling addiction. Brother was selling the drugs that my dad was addicted to. You know, probably up until I was like 24, I was a happy kid. I enjoyed life, but I always had like kind of like a chip on my shoulder. I always was kind of like fucking angry. You get what I'm saying? Because of that. You know what I mean? Because all the role models I had wasn't in my bloodline. You get what I'm saying? All the men that actually pulled me aside and gave me some game wasn't nobody in my family. And for some reason, I felt like in my head, this is what my grandfather should have still been alive for. You know, this is what, you know, my dad should be doing. You know what I mean? But I got it from like football coaches, you know, math teachers and stuff like that. You know, so a big part of it, I was just fucking angry. I was fucking angry until like, you know, my consciousness getting to a point of like, you know, being able to forgive and accept. You get what I'm saying? That's what really like propelled me once it was just like, you know what it is. Like I can't just be like, damn, this happened to the men in my family, so I'ma just crash out. You get what I'm saying? Like it did start with me being real fucking angry, real disappointed, you know, but at a certain point, I seen that as something that was holding me back as well, you know, and once I really accepted it, I felt like certain things became a lot easier for me because I wasn't looking at it like y'all was supposed to do this for me. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got no examples. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody did what I did, you know, in this family that I know of, you know. So yeah, it really made me think about consciousness because you can have somebody in your family and not feel related to them at all, you know, and you can have someone that's not, I'm talking about biologically, you can have someone that's not in your family that feels like, you know, your real deal sibling, you know what I mean? You feel like y'all came out the same womb, you know, so yes, it's an interesting thing. Consciousness, that is.
Yeah, it's the same dynamic. Like I remember being mad at home but jovial in the street, right? Like I was pissed off at home because my mother couldn't stop letting me know how she felt about my pops not being there. My brother was running the street doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. My aunt was staying with us and she was smoking crack. My mom's was sniffing coke. So it was like, do I really want to go home? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really want to go there. So when I was there, I was an asshole because I was being raised as an asshole by assholes. And then when I was in the
That
street,
must have been really challenging.
I wanted to be around niggas. I just wanted to be around something different. But I also remember realizing all of the niggas in the hood that were called the meanest, toughest, and the hardest niggas, them niggas weren't mean and tough. Them niggas just had fucked up lives. Like, my man used to have to sell crack to his moms. When I say had to, bro, had to. So, like, the dynamics was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, we ain't talk about a rose coming out the concrete, nigga. That shit is the exception. That shit is not the rule.
Hold on, Hood. I can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
I'm talking to these crazy ass kids.
Okay.
That must have been really challenging, hard for you as the fixer. You've done hundreds of shows. You've helped thousands of people. And in your own family, your daughter, your baby girl, you weren't able to get her to see clear enough to do it for herself.
On social media, people were saying, oh, she lost another kid. She trying to fix everybody. You know, that thing is so mean.
Yes.
And oh, yeah, I told you she was a fraud. I told you she was a fake. And I saw that just accidentally. And I said, oh, I see. They think they're going to stop me.
It was a couple videos by Ayana Van Zandt I wanted to show, but
and you wanna know some crazy shit?
Mm-hmm.
My mama knows that lady. My mama knows that lady.
Oh, coincidences. But really, it's like being a man, being conscious, trying to figure yourself out. Are you able to do that shit in 2025 for real? Or are you making the money like just taking care of home? Like you paying the bills for real and you taking care of shit, but like, are you seen? Are you heard? Are you in tune with the infinite? Or are you proving your validation through performance? I thought it was an interesting conversation. Once again, I just want to get y'all thoughts on the particular concept.
I holy shit, bro. Can either of y'all, I will answer that with a question. And I want all of y'all to answer this. Can any of y'all remember a time when you were being raised to be seen?
Raised to be seen?
Like, were you ever raised or taught that people should value you?
In a way, like I remember my mom always telling me, like, don't stand for mistreatment. You know what I mean? Don't let nobody just, you get what I'm saying? Like, just treat you however, you know what I mean? And you just cool with it. Like, that ain't, you get what I'm saying? But really trying to think about that question though. Nothing explicitly to be seen though. Nah.
What about you, AD?
Nah, my ass was told to focus on me and get my shit done. I wasn't really taught like only way and I see a way a nigga be seen if they was like a class clown, some shit, getting in trouble. So I don't know what that is, to be honest.
What about you,
No, just everything is struggle growing up, paying the bills. My mom worked every day. So everything was far and few, good, bad, so it wasn't never a moment in time for us to be self-aware and to be aware of ourselves and then say, all right, this is what we're going to work on in this household so you could propel to the next level. Because, when you have a single mother, you in a situation where it's less than ideal right off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that, and then going on, it don't get easier because the bills keep coming month to month. And so that was kind of what I was raised up and through. You know, it was a lot of things that like we tried to do, but in order to get something to really happen, because like I feel like the woman is like, I hope for things to happen, I wish for things to happen. The man is, this is how we execute your wishes.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't have that. You know, I had a bunch of hopes and wishes and a lot of first steps, but I didn't have the masculine push through. So for me, even though I went to performing art school, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers always knew I loved music, and my first gift ever was a DJ set that I remember when I was 5 for my birthday. So my mom always like poured into me, but I could have been like, if I had guidership or mentorship, I could have been not something, but I definitely could have been in the music industry of, because it ain't a matter of wishing or hoping, it's just a matter of execution.
Mm-hmm.
I know that now. I didn't know that then, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Perfect
no, that
sense.
makes sense.
Perfect
That
sense.
makes sense.
But that the reason why I asked is because I don't think it will be few and far between before we can say that we actually were groomed and born and raised in environments that made it conducive for us to value ourselves, right? Because most of our supposed value comes from how much we can provide, how hard we work, who we're taking care of. And all of that, there's no you in all of that. It's only your performance. Right? And it's the same thing with today in society, right? Like the woman wants the best man, the best amount of money, the best provisions, blah, blah, all the way down the line. The man is never in a space where it's like, man, you know what? We just gonna value you today. We just gonna appreciate you today. Where's the man appreciation day? And I only bring that up for shit, not for shits and giggles, but to say like all of these things matter. So if you were never fostered to honor and value yourself, and you had to learn that on your own, you behind the 8 ball once you get out into society on your own. So yeah, the idea of that person then going out and being able to get their own by themselves is virtually impossible. Psychologically, you beat the fuck up by the time you get to that point. And you're already playing from behind the 8 ball. You're a melanated man. You know what I'm saying? So like you have all of these different components playing against you, and then at the end of the day, you got some random person asking you how you doing today. What? I don't even have a concept for how I'm doing. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a concept for how I feel right now. I gotta work. I don't have a concept for my mental health. I gotta work.
Do you know that working to survive is a form of slavery?
1000%.
Yeah, wage slavery.
1000%.
Because if you didn't, what would happen if you didn't work? And if something bad would happen if you didn't work, then you're working because that bad thing doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
Yep.
100%.
All of those cycles are intertwined. Like, so I think men have always been at a disadvantage. At least young inner city or just young poor men have always been at a disadvantage because you start out. It's like you born into a deficit.
And I think my problem was I wanted people to humanize me, right? But the reality I came to is they might not ever humanize me. I just have to do me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yes.
I think
When
that's the beauty in like villains on TV shows. You get what I'm saying? Like
I used to
I
live
I really don't
vicariously
give
through all
a
villains.
fuck what y'all think of me, nigga. I'm about to do this, and this is what it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like kind of like Kanye. I don't need your pussy, bitch. I'm on my own dick.
Yeah, like I in every cartoon growing up, like I loved all of the so-called bad guys.
Mhm.
Like I'm the first nigga to tell you that the Sith are the good guys in fucking Star Wars, nigga. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Like I
Real chaos magicians.
Humanity and their hearts. One of the greatest crimes perpetuated against black men specifically is the level to which their humanity and their hearts have been devalued, diminished, and dehumanized, and that they have become doing machines. The greatest value a black man has, in many instances, is what he can do for somebody.
Right.
And how he can do it, and how much he can do it, and how much he earns doing it. I mean, I hear it and see it among young people in the relationships. You know, oh, you're gonna get my nails done, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that.
Right.
You know, they've been demeaned and devalued and dehearted
Right.
to the point where they value themselves based on what they can do. Fix it, get it, make it happen. And no place have I seen in our world does anybody tell black men how to be with themselves, how to be true to themselves, how to be with their feelings, how to be with their heart. You know, and it's criminal. So what happens is then they begin to do the things that are expected of them, and that's how they're evaluated. And then if they can't do that anymore, whether it's the job or pay the mortgage or whatever, then they're just cast off like socks in the corner.
Right, right.
One of the greatest kryptonites for a man in general, black men specifically, is the feeling, the belief, the treatment that he is somehow inadequate. And when you devalue a man, he's going to feel inadequate. When you dehumanize him, when you deheart him, so then where does he go with that?
Right.
He's inadequate, and he doesn't serve a purpose because he can't do what you need him to do to make you feel better about yourself.
What's the purpose? What's the point?
What's the point? And that's why we have these incredible rises in suicide. Where in the world where do we see them lifted, honored? I don't want to say respected. And here's what I hear in the back of my mind. So let me just go ahead and deal with it. Black women saying, well, look what they do, and look how they are, and look what they do, you know, and we unwittingly participate in the emasculation, the dehumanization, the devaluation, and the disheartening of black men because they didn't do it the way we wanted them to do it. Mothers, wives, girlfriends, sisters.
Yeah, man. Interesting stuff, bro. It's just more questions than I got answers, but still interesting to think about.
What would y'all say? Well, shit, Circle gone and AD gone too. But what would you say is what are women valued for?
That's a good question. It just depends on the environment, right? But like in a relationship, I would say being 40. Come on, man. Come on. Being 40, being 42. Well, I'll be 42 this year. The most important thing a woman can be is, you know, respectful, observant, cooperative in a relationship. You know, is like in an observable, objective point of view. I think the best value that a woman can have in this world today is the upliftment of her family, mainly her sons and her daughters and her husband. Because when you look at the problems and the ills of the world, it all resorts to resources and the lack of resources, being poor or not having things. And when you have a strong family unit, you're able to create one less criminal, one less scammer, one less thief, You know, in theory, you know, everybody not going to be perfect, but the alternative that people give outside of family is a job. That to me is not comparable. Family is not comparable to a job, right? So I say all of this to say if we brought into life through relationships, masculine and feminine, making love, then our responsibility to one another is to one another. You can't gaslight me to then unless you just tell me what else. Now I understand there's some unicorns out there that's excellent filmographers or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Female filmographer, female editors. Prince got some wonderful female musicians on his roster. I get it, but we're not talking about unicorns. We're talking about a generalized majority basis. Women's value is in the quality of a relationship they can provide to me. But I feel like that people not going to agree. But if you don't agree, then tell me where else her value is, how her supervisor rates her resume, her portfolio. Like, okay, I just want to know what's the alternative to family.
Repeat your question, big bro.
My question was, you know, what are women valued for?
What are they valued for, or what do I value them for?
I mean, either or. It was just a general question.
Their value
Based off of the video.
Women are valued for their looks. Women are valued for how often they have sex. Women are valued for their femininity. Women are valued for chaos. Women are valued for how good they make you look, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure there's more, but I don't care to list them right now.
What you think, Jabir?
Man, I kind of like don't know. I would say, you know, one thing I do agree with is like being cooperative. Because I see how that makes a difference, you know. And I think it adds value to them when they're able to not have to sit in a masculine mental place. The less the better, I would say. Because I always said, like, in my head, I would want my wife or yeah, my wife to be like Rochelle from Everybody Hate Chris, where she not going to work because I gotta pay these bills, stressing over paying bills and stuff. She can just say, hey, my husband take care of all this shit. I don't need to be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here just to, you know, couple extra dollars, something to do, you know. That's something I would, you know, value, but that kind of has something to do more so to do with me. If
Yeah, because
she's
none of
going to
my
be in a
responses.
masculine place.
Yeah, because none of my responses was for me. I was just talking about society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, what I value them for is their feminine presence.
Right.
And to be quite honest, I value her presence more than I value her sex.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like and what it feels like for a woman to refine you, right? So pull you out of the dumdrums and to make you feel like the best thing smoking. I know what that feels like coming from a woman. I know that there's nothing else that would make a man feel like that unless it came from the right woman. And also the ability to connect on every level, and the ability to relate to the harshest things in life as well as the best things in life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I value her for. But bro, that's it's difficult. It's a difficult thing, bro. It's a difficult thing, bro.
Yeah, because feminine presence is such an abstract thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But I know what you mean when you say it. It's such an abstract thing, and it's something. It's just I can't do it. You know what I mean? It's
I
not.
can't do it.
I
You know what I'm
don't. Yeah,
saying?
yeah. It's something that their presence does. But I'll definitely say, even just with my relationship, I do value like that cooperation. You get what I'm saying? And that respect. And it's times I feel like she could be more cooperative, but it's all in the process of
Mm-hmm.
growing every day with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
Um, cause yeah, man. Cause I can be completely wrong, but say I'm wrong, you know, but you still cooperating, it makes me more likely to say, okay, I can set aside how I feel about some things in the future because I know that it ain't about going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah,
It's
yeah,
one whole
yeah,
big thing. It's one whole big
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Like we gonna be right together. We gonna be right. We wrong together. We wrong. You
Yeah, because
know.
you could get yourself into a system that in which you feel like you're giving too much of yourself and get nothing in return, and that's when
Yeah,
you start. That's when you start nitpicking about who's doing what and all of
yeah,
that weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But before you
yeah,
get there, when y'all like one just one whole, like that shit is easy to do, to sacrifice yourself for her in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Or to
hmm,
put her first before yourself in certain areas. That's easy to do. Like when y'all won in that union, it's easy for you to acquiesce. But shit, when y'all not in that union and y'all just together, like it's like shit, I ain't doing that shit. She ain't doing it for me. You
Let
know what I'm
me
yeah,
saying? Like,
let me dip my toe in these waters real quick.
okay.
I'm a foray into the crassness of it all. I feel that men are the buyers and women are the sellers. Okay.
okay,
So
Facts.
when you approach a relationship any other way, 50-50, or like she's buying you, mind you, when y'all out to dinner, the pressure is on the nigga. Even if you don't pay for it, you'll check like, oh, you got it? Oh, okay, you got it, cool. Because I would have paid for it because I'm the man. Like that's we're the buyers. Like as far as the bills, far as the everything that's taking place, even if you get help financially, you're the one that's like processing it. And then sometimes it's not the other way around. But you will also understand those relationships don't end very positive for the man
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
if she's paying all the bills and things of that nature. So we can come to that agreement. So basically, if you're the man, you're the buyer, then that means her value is completely related to how she pleases you. And to get into that, it's like it's like I used to be a type of nigga where this was my mindset. I would only spend $500 to $700 on a car. And niggas will look at me as a nigga who will only spend $500 to $700 on a car. It was my mindset, it was my car, and that's just how people looked at me because this is just what I would buy. But when you're talking about the type of woman that's going to please you and value you, you a man, so you can go to the car lot at any time and get the best car possible. But I don't feel that men really value themselves that way. So we enter into relationships not knowing the proper dynamics. And I would say that only a woman can bring that even out of you. A woman can come into a relationship with you and say, I'm under you. I want you to guide me and lead me and tell me what to do. You my daddy. A girl can bring that out of you, and you can't bring that out of a girl. But you got to know what type of car you buying, if this makes sense.
1000%. But that goes also back to the previous conversation, right? When we're talking about men knowing to value themselves in the first place, right? So I think exactly what you said, a man is willing to buy probably anything if that thing that he purchases is going to raise his value. Would you agree?
If he on it like that, I just wanted a beater to get me to point A to point B. I just wanted a car. So sometimes I could deal with a girl.
I was a nigga that took hand-me-down cars.
Sometimes I could deal with a girl because she got motherfucking, she's not a guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having no standards when I'm dealing with her. That's not on her.
At all.
Imagine me being mad, getting in a beater, and it break down. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, fuck,
Well,
it's me. I'm buying the car.
Right.
I don't even know how to fix a car, but I'm buying beaters.
Which makes it wild when you think about it, right?
Nigga,
you don't know how to fix a car. You buying the lowest level car possible.
You're dumb. It's on me. And so the type of woman that a man can get, you could get an amazing woman, but you don't see yourself deserving of an amazing woman, so you're not gonna put the shit down. And because what is an amazing woman? A lot of times an amazing woman is saying, I want an amazing woman, and it's going down. I'm in the crash zone. The girl you with saying, all right, I gotta go. I gotta leave. What? I just said I wanted an amazing woman. See, you trying to talk shit about me and this, that. I'm mad. I'm triggered. Fuck you, nigga. Like, wait. When I said that, I've said that to girls, and the girl said, well, it just didn't seem like you was talking about me. I was, bitch, but you it didn't register to you. So therefore, you can either go against the motherfucking current, you know what I'm saying? And have a motherfucker by your side going against the current. Or you can get on a motherfucking kayak or a canoe and just go where the river is taking you to go. We all got free will in this bitch, right? But a relationship is awesome when that woman understands the dynamics. I will die on that hill.
Not only understand those dynamics, she actually embraces and enjoys it.
She loves it.
You know what I'm saying?
She likes
like,
it.
She looks forward to that shit because she sees her part in it. She knows how we building on this shit. Like, that's the most fantastic shit. It's when you get the other way, when you doing all of this shit and you thinking you doing something good, and then the woman see your shit and be like, you know what I'm saying? And now
my heart was broken, bro.
Yeah, like you feel some type of way because she feels some type of way because you didn't think that thing all the way through. That made me think of the nigga that spent the whole day decorating the room for Valentine's Day, and the bitch come home and she be like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like my kids could have did this shit. Like, this is it.
Damn.
I got two stories. My girl was talking to this girl, and she said some nigga did that shit for her. And she left because she was like, I didn't even like that nigga like that. I had to leave. Like, damn, this nigga did the works for your ass. The balloons and the flowers and the will you be mine? And this bitch said, no, I don't even like you.
Yeah.
Damn.
That nigga misread the situation.
Misread the situation, bro.
Ooh, wee.
See, what happens when you try to wife something that don't want to be wifed?
Man,
Like,
you end up fucked up because is because they can either, ghost you, or they can either get wiped and hang out for a little bit and just peace out at some point
just
when
straight
you
up
least
fucking
expect it.
embarrass you. Like every time
Yeah.
she lay down with you, she can't help herself. She don't know how to tell you, but all she think about is dicks.
But
Like, like, she can't.
but
She don't have no way to explain this to you.
but like that's why, like I was saying, it's real important to know if a girl like you. You really need to know what that's like as a guy.
But Breezy,
Like
how do you know?
so the way from my experiences, I know from the stuff that they may say and then how they treat me. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And it's kind of like they not even trying to get nothing material from you. You get what I'm saying? And they really, you know, and I'm just subjective, this is my opinion. They respect your mind. You get what I'm saying? You can
Yes.
say some shit that unapologetically just believe or you align with, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And their reaction to that, can either just be usually, women tell you how they feel based off their body language.
Usually, if she
You get
respects
what I'm
your
saying?
mind, usually it's a turn on to her.
Yeah, that too. Even
To
if
hear
they don't
you
agree.
talk is a turn on to her. So if she respects you in that level, in that way, when she hears you express yourself and go into your intellectual thinkings on
Hmm.
whatever it is y'all discussing or whatever it is that you're expressing, like that shit turns her on.
And also, I would say it's kind of like not that like chasing shit for, days and days. It may be like a couple days,
Oh, the
but
hunt. You talking about the
the
hunt?
the hunt, but it's the way that it is because it can be a way where she's allowing you to pursue her, but at a certain point she lay on her back. You know what I mean? Like how an animal lay on their belly, and it's just like, you know what I mean? Like you could do
It's
whatever.
like dangling the carrot, but as soon as you get close, just drop it, right? Because
Yeah,
she want to
that
give it
kind
to
of
you.
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
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 like
yeah.
like actually show
The
me that.
dropping of the handkerchief. Like
Yeah, like that.
I'm gonna wait till that nigga get
Like
close. I'm
that.
gonna drop this handkerchief, right?
Like,
Because I
yeah,
want him to
like
pick it
cause
up.
cause I've met women that actually care about my opinion about any and everything. You get what I'm saying? And they just you get what I'm saying, kind of just really fuck with you. Like how a platonic friend would. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then that's how I know. You get what I'm saying? Or they'll just come up to you and just start talking to you. And you like, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
hi, you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, and because I ain't never had no pickup lines. It was just always
Never had a pickup
I
line.
find she just started talking to me and we started talking and
That's real
you know
nigga
what?
shit.
You
Real
really
niggas never
cool.
have pickup lines.
Yeah, like
What, you
you
got
really
pickup lines?
cool. Oh, you cool too. Oh yeah, like you get what I'm saying? And it kind of go like that, you know what I mean? But don't ever try to use something. Don't ever try to use glamour to pull her in. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me
That part.
wrong. Like she might be like, "Ooh, I love when you wear black hoodies." You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah,
yeah,
wear a
yeah.
black hoodie, but don't do it like,
Every day, nigga.
yeah, like don't do it like, "Oh, well, wait till I get a black hoodie with diamonds in it."
I'm
You
going to
I got
Macy's.
two. I got two
I'm going to
questions to
Macy's
challenge. I got two
and
questions to challenge it
black
real
hoodies.
quick. Two questions. Is it better
Okay.
to be loved than feared? And do girls like bad boys over good guys?
Um, is it better to be loved over feared? Um, I feel like it's better to be feared than loved, but I feel like it's better to be respected than both of them. Um, because we in this society, we got people who have been abused by their parents. They still say they love them. You know what I mean? So if you say that about that family member and you told me everything they done did, and you saying you love me, that ain't gonna mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It's actually kind of weird. You get what I'm saying? And then, the second question, what'd you say?
Do women like bad boys?
Love them.
I think they do. But I think it's a certain level of, I think with good measure, I think it's reasonable, but I think overall it's a certain level of immaturity because, you know, I'm not a bad man or a good man. You know what I mean? I'm a man that has certain principles, and I got a certain schedule, I got a certain structure and regiment to my life. You get what I'm saying? And usually women try to run away from structure and direction and shit like that. So you get what I'm saying? So I'll be that bad guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, put all that complaining. You know what I mean? Get your ass up and do something about, you know what I mean? Oh, you don't like how much body fat you got. I still like you, but you need to get your ass to the gym. You get what I'm saying? Just being 100% frank with her. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna, stop eating these things. You know what I mean? So I would say, for the most part, an immature woman really likes bad guys, and as well as a woman that was dogged out by bad guys, I'm thinking ends up wanting a good guy. You get what I'm saying? But I think both of them is a good guy and a bad guy is both just like has no utility.
What's
You get
your
what I'm
angle
saying?
here? What's your angle here, Hood? What prompted you to ask about love?
Because I was just saying how I know it just feels like women respect or gravitate towards scary ass niggas, dangerous ass niggas, and will like teeter totter and fitter fatter in the realms of like liking and loving. But you know what keep that pussy throbbing at night is that motherfucking gangstalicious ass nigga.
So would you? All right, I have questions. Would you say that it's the thrill of danger that excites her, or is it the knowing that she probably is doing something that she shouldn't?
I never noticed a girl to be scared around a nigga that's toting a gun.
Me neither.
Agreed.
And I've brought many to the crib, so me neither.
Agreed.
Like
I think it's
the ones that I carried around were
the reality of the
they were
situation
turned on
is,
because I had it. They were turned on because I had it.
but she should have been freaking the fuck out. Because now, when you look at the statistics, domestic violence is the number one way of violence. And hands and feet is cool. It's going to be exacerbated if a nigga got a gun. So, if you know you the type of bitch that got a mouth or you got an attitude problem, no, this shit happen every day, B. I'm just saying.
No,
this shit happens every day.
You right.
Every single fucking day,
Mm-hmm.
a nigga is losing his temper and he got a gun in his waist with his girl.
Especially this time of year.
It is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, and I'm not saying that all men should carry conceal. I get it, I understand it. But at the same time, you ain't gonna ask the nigga no questions. You ain't gonna see if he took any CCW courses or nothing. Like he just got a strap. He just got a strap. Is it clean? Is it dirty, bitch?
I mean, bodies
do we sell drugs?
Does he have a reason to have this thing? Like,
yeah, are you in danger, bitch?
Yeah.
Is the 48 riders on your ass right now from the 6 block, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of questions that I'm about to start asking once I see that motherfucking 45 on the nigga side.
Yeah.
The last thing I'm gonna do is get comfortable. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. I got a list of
the last thing you should do is call that nigga Dick Little, right?
I think they kind of gravitate to the quote unquote bad guys because they it reminds them of them a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of them are rebellious in their nature. You know what I mean? In their spirit. I think I think they like to push the boundaries, of masculinity. You know what I mean? To really see what it's like. You know what I mean? It's I feel like they play a weird game that they don't even know that they're aware of.
They want
Because
to
they
swim in the ocean of masculinity. They want to see what it's like without being
yeah.
it.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's when shit happens. Negative shit happens to them. You know what I mean? Whether it's them at work, you know what I mean, or like you saying, domestic violence. Um, it's
Yo, that shit
just
is crazy.
if yeah. And they
That
think
shit
it's
is
fun,
crazy.
you know what I mean? But
Living on
and I
the
mean, we
edge.
know a lot
You
of
know what I
stories
Just
like
mean?
because the
this.
nigga did not grab you out of your mama crib, drag you into his fucking Impala, take you to his apartment, your ass got in that bitch. Mama, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we know
You
so
got my
many
location.
My
we
thing is,
know so many like real street dudes is dealing with just the most random girl. You get what I'm saying? And you get what I'm saying? And she probably like 3 kids in, like, damn,
In the
what
wind.
was I thinking? You know what I mean?
here's another one. Women beaters always got a woman.
That's where the shit come from.
Woman beaters always have a woman.
This
Damn,
nigga,
bro,
this
that
nigga
shit crazy.
Stefan Diggs. This nigga Stefan Diggs. This nigga got arrested, nigga. What you talking about? Arrested by Dedham police, nigga. Knock on your door. Let me throw cuffs on you because you can't keep your hands off of bitches. This nigga got 7 baby mamas though.
Damn.
This
I ain't
nigga
know
had
that. That's
this nigga
fucking
had 2
crazy.
kids. This nigga had 2 kids at the same time by 2 different women.
Dang. I did not know that, man.
Cardi B just had the kid, and he couldn't be there for the first Christmas of the first baby that she had with him because he got 2 other kids with 2 other women that haven't seen him since they were born.
Wow. Hey, man. Them bitches crazy.
Hey, better them than me. Better them than me.
Dang, man.
I say I appreciate the content, right? Like I appreciate it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because at
Right.
this point, this shit is crazy, bro. At this point,
Yeah,
that's
man.
crazy, bro.
It's just like inversion, man. Like
Mhm,
I just feel like the way that I succeed, not succeed, that's the bad word, but it's like you with a woman, you should know if you with a woman, there's no real reason why she might want to leave you. And another thing about a woman, she's not just going to break up with you today. She's going to break up with you 3 to 6 months before she actually break up with you, and then
1000%.
plan it out precisely. So the day that she does break up with you, you think it's a spontaneous event. No, this bitch been plotting this shit since last Christmas.
She got another crib. She got
Damn, bro.
she got
Last
her
Christmas
deals
is
in
crazy.
another.
Fuck.
She got her deals in another name. Like
I'm telling you, she got it all sorted out and played
all
out.
sorted out.
So
The new nigga is already in the new crib.
already tucked in with his finger in his thumb, his thumb in his mouth. Sucking his
Yeah.
thumb like, you coming home? But it's like it. All I'm saying is this: ain't no guarantees in relationships, and you should be if you don't explore every area of life with this girl, like it's like you might get like a piece of the pie, you might get 50% of the pie, but like, have you ever seen her, talk to another dude before? Like, can you handle that? What do that even look like? Just certain areas. Like, you don't got to go.
Have you
deep
seen what
with
it looked like when she decided to text a nigga unbeknownst to you, right? Like, do you know what that looked like when she reached out to another nigga?
Just exploring every negative concept within your mind. Because what we tend to do as men, in reference to our women, is we think that everything that they might like in the future, she gonna have her shit together. She gonna have a PhD. She gonna be supporting me. She gonna have 3 kids and just that and the third. We all in the positive of it. And then when the reality hit and it's not all this positive, it's like, damn, this caught me off guard. But it's in the totality of life. 50% of marriages end in divorce. So
dumbass niggas will tell you that that's the love bomb stage, but no, nigga, that is the honeymoon stage. Once the honeymoon wears off, then you get to see what it looked like when she farts and she can't control it. Like it just come out, right? Then you get to see, like, all right, what it looked like when she on her period type shit. Like there's so many different things that you're gonna see outside of the honeymoon area that it's just like, oh, you are just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like it. I think that shit that Hood said that posted the other day, you know, put her face in a picture with a bunch of dicks around it, and just think about it. Like just you know what I'm saying? I think he romanticized the idea of being with these women in the beginning because we with them. Right? Like
that's a trap. That's a trap.
That's the biggest trap.
That's the biggest trap. Because you're with the woman, you somehow created this aura of whatever. And the facts of reality still exist within your relationship. And the fact that you don't see it is the need for shadow work. It's the need for working through the illusion. You should just look at the reality of the situation and be like, this woman ain't perfect, but I'm still with her though. And I'm cool with it. Not if she cheat on me, I'm a fucking kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, bro, you gonna go to life for prison? You go to jail for life for that? I don't care. I'm gonna be mad. Like, bro, heal. You know what I'm saying? Do some shadow work. You know,
it'd be a lot easier if you just do some shadow work.
It'd be so much easier. Just think about her cheating on you, and then think about forgiving her, thinking about loving her through that process. Oh, that's shit. I can't do that shit. Well, what you gonna do? I'm gonna beat her ass. Like, okay, that's real man shit. Then I guess, nigga, you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Like I keep hearing these weird niggas online talking about should we bring back beating women? I was like, when did that work?
Oh shit!
What are y'all talking about?
Like, when did that work? Like, remember grandma and them was getting their ass beat. I was like,
nah, I don't remember that. I never seen my grandma get her ass beat. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry. I ain't never seen that. Granddad was chilling, smoking cigarettes.
Granddad was good. Like, Granddad was good.
He ain't have to beat nobody ass. They was old ass people too, so I couldn't imagine.
They was already past it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? The moo was on all day. Like,
all day. This nigga in slippers.
Flip flops. He is in pure heaven. Like
a tank top.
Radio top. A tank top. Yup. Come on. He got his paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't beat. Like,
he ain't beating nobody, man. That shit funny as hell.
I don't understand. That's a huge down south thing. That's a huge down south thing. They believe in beating their women, bro.
Nah, that's man. If I feel like I gotta fight you or beat you, that's when the relationship is over.
Yeah, it's a wrap, bro.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
I can't deal with no girl that I feel like I gotta hit because I value my freedom. I've been in jail before. I'm not doing that no more. Doing it.
The moment I think about hitting or slapping anywhere outside of her ass is a wrap, you know, because that would be such an ill situation to just think about. I'm just gonna like, nah, bro, that's insane, bro. But that's how I feel about just fighting people in general. You know, I mean, if it's a situation where you got no choice, you got no choice. But I always feel like, man, ain't no need to put your hands on nobody, man. You know.
Listen, do you need to hit somebody to control them, nigga? Then you ain't got no control.
Yeah, man. And just like it said, hey, that's your freedom right there. Shit.
It's like these niggas that still believe that they can shame their woman into doing the right thing, bro. Good luck with that.
Yeah, man. I think a lot of success lies in understanding that most of the things that you think you understand about a woman psychologically um is unknown or unknowable. I think a lot of it is
Mhm.
unknowable to you. But I think you can be acquainted to some degree with just being observant, doing the shadow work, you know what I mean? Yeah, and just being okay with that, because yeah, like if she like you, she like you. But a lot of times you might not, it might not even register to you why she likes you. It's just like planting seeds in the ground, you know what I mean? Like you don't know how, the earth makes the seed grow, but it just works. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's how it is with like, women liking you and you being in a relationship. It just works or it just don't. And there's no need to really try to make it work or not. I mean, I'm not saying don't do shadow work, but is understand a lot of it is unknowable and is not, and you won't be better off knowing, I think.
And yeah. There's no quantifiable science to this, and if if you try and make it seem like that, it's not going to work that way. You know what I'm saying?
Me lock in this last video, man. Get y'all thoughts on it. You know, y'all gotta motherfucker go to a New Year's Eve party or some shit like that.
Nah,
Send this
we ain't
video
getting
to
none of that
all the
shit.
women.
As a woman, one of my responsibilities is to overstand my divine counterpart, which is man. As the natural nurturers that we claim to be, we should have the patience and be able to get to know his mental state. Understand that we aren't the only ones that go through things. They go through things too. And just how our mental state should be checked on, there should be too. And as a woman, we should have the ability and the intuition. And then as a matriarch, everyone's saying that it's time for a matriarch. It's time for the women to stand up. How can we stand up and run or be over anything when we don't even understand our divine counterpart? We don't even understand man. It should be a system where I protect him, he protects me. I lift him up, he lifts me up. Now we both up. And now things are moving, things are in motion. Because we have that understanding that is not just about women, it's also about the men as well.
Send this video to all the women.
As a woman, one of my
Do you ever believe any of these videos?
Man.
I mean, it's not a matter of belief. I guess I just be listening to things that make sense in a world where I don't know. That shit just makes sense to me. I don't know if she's living like that or she a rapper and she be always rapping about positive shit. But I
be
mean,
getting swindled. Sometimes I be looking at them and they be AI. Like I wasn't asking and from a judgmental place. Like I just don't be knowing anymore. Like
yeah, she a real person. She a Malachi Z York follower. She a rapper. And she just did a speaking. Like she make good music. All of her music is just like hella positive type shit. Like,
okay,
you know what I'm saying, I mean, I just feel like women don't really have content that speak to. My biggest thing ever since like 2024, I've been on a quest to find women that speak to the things that they do in reference to loving on their man or building up their relationship or showing up for their children. Not how society have let them down, they nigga have let them down, they mama have let them down. Everybody is the problem and they don't gotta do shit but show up and look pretty. I'm tired of that shit.
I'm over that shit, bro.
I want somebody to just stand on their toes, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I lick gooch and what?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
I mean, shit, if you a gooch master, you know what I'm saying? Be proud of that shit. Wear the gooch flag. You know
Stand on it. Stand on
it. I mean, I don't judge proclivities. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't judge proclivities. So.
Yeah, I mean, I love the honesty in the individual. I know nobody is perfect, but at the same time, you can either, like, it's logical for me now. If you're going to lead this relationship or you're going to lead this business, where are we going? If you don't know where we going, then sit the fuck back and enjoy the ride. Because we got to have direction. Because direction is how you're going to deal with adversity. Oh, I just hope, I just feel, I just wish. All right, cool. Soon as a nigga deal with adversity, they motherfucker, oh, I'm depressed. I had this happen and then I hit 5 red lights. I was late and things is not working in my favor. See, that's not direction. That's a whole different paradigm, and things ain't gonna work. You gonna have adversity in this shit. So just learning how to, like, I deal with so much shit that a lot of this shit, I'll be just happy of how I overcome shit. Like, niggas would not even understand or know, because I'm not a nigga that's going to complain. I just know that shit happens. And a lot of times it's like conscious niggas, we be like, all right, I'm doing this shit so everything could be perfect and easy. Now it's not perfect and easy. I'm not into this conscious shit no more. And it's like,
oh, like the White Rabbit video you put up?
So many niggas have fell off being afraid of, the adversity that's gonna come. It's gonna be wintertime, nigga. Oh, it's cold. What I'm about to do? Some niggas die. Other niggas build furnaces. I just want to be the type of nigga that build a furnace. You feel me?
I want to know how to build that shit and install it. Yes.
That's why this spring I just like that wild boar shit. I was like, damn, I gotta start camping. This spring, this summer, I gotta learn how to just exist in this world that God put me in. I'm so like fucking opened up the windows in the house, let some fresh air come through. Like, man, we in the world, nigga. Like, we gotta let's be in this fucking world. Fuck these. I mean, the house is cool. I'm grateful for the house and all that, but shit, I'm in the world. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to heaven like, God, I pay my rent every first of the month. God looking at you like, oh, congratulations, my son. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just like, I want to see what my tusk look like, I want to be a wild boar, But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think so much of that stuff is so few and far between. I just have to actually see if it's real anymore.
Yeah, that's real too. I mean,
when I see
the divide is deep.
Yeah, like when I see it, it should be super. It'd be super awesome, and give you all of the right feelings, and then you see some shit that be like, oh, that's AI, and like, oh, that shit is actually AI. Like, listen, man, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what else is going on anymore, bro, at this point. I'm trying to do shit to detach as much as possible from the Matrix. This shit just keep pulling me back in.
Nah, you got it. It's like getting to a point where you are your consciousness, and it's a value to that said consciousness. Just gotta always seek to find it. Can't never get outside of that. As long as you in tune with that, everything manifests as it is. But it's not no particular vice.
All right, random question before we go. Is it fair for women to be upset for 40-year-old men and 50-year-old men to be with 20-year-old women, but not be upset when 40 and 50-year-old women are with 20 and 30-year-old men?
It's unreasonable for them to be upset. It's unreasonable.
That was the video that I had put in the Discord. They were arguing about that. They basically calling this man a predator because he was 45 and he prefers 25-year-old.
That's a big age gap, but I mean,
it's 20 years, but that is the cusp of her frontal lobe developing. But what's the problem, right? If a 45-year-old woman can Drea Michelle a nigga, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? They call that Stella getting her groove back.
It's just one of those hypocritical things. One of those hypocritical tricks women play with things. But I think that's one of those things where it's like it's not knowable as to why they think like that, or it's no value in knowing why. Because obviously, you don't know what that 45-year-old man is thinking. He could be on some Hugh Hefner shit, or it can be like, okay, I'm ready to start my family at 45. I don't want to try to have a kid with another 40-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't, it makes sense. Whereas usually a 45-year-old woman with a 25-year-old guy, like you saying, she's just trying to have something to fuck, or have something that's gonna be in the house fucking her. She gonna do whatever, you know what I mean, just so she can get her some young meat. And it could be like that and vice versa, but yeah, I think it's unreasonable. I think it's unreasonable for them to be mad.
What you say, Hood?
But you can't make them happy, so don't try pleasing them.
No, fuck no.
Yeah, I mean, shit. It's different. It's a different dynamic, and men take what they can get. So the prime years of niggas taking what they can get is in their 20s, where they don't have no value of themselves. And I feel like women is taking advantage of that. But when men do it, a woman that's in her 20s, she's generally not taking what she can get. She's extremely selective and getting the highest value that she can get at that particular time. So it's going to get backlash. It's going to be negative because we live in an inversion. The ways of the world is to tell you how to not have a successful relationship. That's the way of the world. So getting you a nice little young, respectable, cooperative girl that's going to fuck with you and be down with your program is the way to go. What is the mainstream media going to tell you? Get with a bitch that's your age, that's going to argue with you, be on the same page with you, and
compete with you.
I've said to this girl, shit, I pay rent all of these months for years, and she looked at me and said, you would have paid rent anyways. Bitch, I would have paid rent anyways, but I would have had bitches coming in and out that motherfucker if he wasn't there.
Like rapid fire. Like what?
It would have been a Playboy mansion. So I don't.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know about Ohio girls. They pretty easy. They're pretty easy down there. It's pretty simple. No, them hoes know they get that pussy up easy. Them hoes know they fucking easy out there. They know it's boring. They know they shit to do in Ohio. All niggas said in Ohio in the summertime, it's boring. It ain't shit to do. You might as well just go fuck. Oh yeah, might as well. Might as well.
Dave Chappelle said they got weed whores in Ohio.
Man,
he said crack coke whores look way
They
better.
got potato chip whores in Ohio. They got nothing whores in Ohio. They got whores that just want to be whores. If you offer them something, they feel like, why'd you giving me stuff? I want to fuck you for nothing.
Yeah.
I want to fuck you
Yeah,
for absolutely nothing right now.
yeah, yeah.
You want to
They
do it for the
serving
love
up.
of the game.
They serving 3 hoes for nothing up
For
out
nothing,
here.
but it's just available. So
Yeah,
You
I'm
want to do
just
it for the love of the game.
yeah, you know,
you funny as hell.
a nigga like me, nigga like me, man. I just love the game, man.
A lot of hustle.
A lot of hustle, man.
Not the Rich Porter voice. Yo, that is crazy.
But you want a woman that's going to appreciate you 100%. The ways of the world, you listening to the world dictate how you supposed to get a girl, blue pill, please her, treat her, take her out, do all of this shit. Man, you gonna get steamrolled out here. You wonder what's the problem.
Steamroll, nigga. And those niggas is the niggas that destroy society.
They
Them
fucked
blue
it up
pill
for
niggas.
everybody because the girls ain't happy and the niggas ain't got nobody. When we talk about a loneliness epidemic, and all we've been doing is simping since the 1980s.
Like,
Girls
Mhm.
never came out with a song called "I'll Cry for You."
Inversion. That's inversion, bro.
It's inversion, bro. Have you ever heard a girl saying, "Baby, I will cry for you"? Niggas was
Never,
crying for
nigga.
hoes, and we
Yeah.
lonely.
Damn. Niggas on some Ray J shit.
Yes.
If I had one wish, he's
Listen.
still lonely.
Me and you will be cool.
Yeah.
Niggas was
112 ass
singing to
niggas.
hoes,
Get the
man.
fuck out of here, you
They was
112 ass
singing to hoes, bro.
Niggas was singing for hoes and couldn't sing.
They couldn't
Listen,
sing,
the
couldn't
only niggas
dance.
the only niggas that got it right was Jodeci.
No, the only niggas that got it right was Tone, gangster ass. Got all the hoes coming in and out of his house because they love his masculinity. And they looking at a singing ass nigga like, we don't like you. Or I'm gonna buy you everything. I don't like. Look at Kai Cenat. This nigga rich as hell. He can't even lock in. He can't lock in his shorty because the money ain't shit.
And she used you for your clout, nigga.
She used you, bro.
Yeah, man.
When she got her own motion, she was like, deuces.
She gonna like you for you, man.
This nigga talking about mental health. I was so upset. They showed the picture of this nigga at the courtside game with matching Uggs. I said, yo, these niggas is different. This nigga matching Uggs to the game with Shorty.
Bruh.
Next is matching
Niggas
and
don't
leggings.
wear Uggs. Niggas
See,
do
that-
not wear Uggs.
That's the type of shit where it's like, shit, I don't even know, man. I don't even get that shit, bruh.
Yo, I swear to God, I almost threw up. I saw this nigga courtside with her with matching Uggs, bro.
Sound like a stunt diva or some shit. Like, what the fuck? You know, but he could really be into Uggs, you know, and that could be the case, but like,
Come on, man.
Ah, man, he's simping, and the girl left him. It's like
Come on, man.
there's no formula to his actions, man. He ain't operating with a formula with his girl. He hoping that he could do these things and she'll like him. But
yeah.
Girl want a formula. She want a equation to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. She want a system
Right.
to fall into.
right. I almost look at women as like bullies, right? Like you gotta
They emotional bullies, low key.
yeah, like you gotta hold it down as far as your masculine energy to a certain level, even though they gonna press you. You know what I mean? But then they end up really admiring you for it.
Which is
I
so
think
weird. It's so
yeah,
weird.
it's weird. It's weird. That's what I mean by some stuff is just unknowable, but just yeah, bro.
But might be the reason why you don't know she quit you when she quit you, right?
Uh-huh. She was probably like, oh, he was a sucker. He was a chump for real.
Yeah, 4 months later, you got a trip planned, nigga. She already in the next apartment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this whole time, Kai Cenat was buying her shit and she was working her exit plan, bro.
Damn, man. Hey, hopefully he learned.
Man.
Hopefully he learned from the trauma.
He literally tweeted and said, "I am never getting in a relationship again." Come on, bro.
He sound like a bitch.
Come on, man. That's just one girl out of a billion, man. Come
Right.
Like, come on, bro. You
Sound
got
like a
$8
bitch.
billion. You got like $8 billion, nigga.
He said, I got in the car, I cut the ignition on, I put the pedal to the metal, and I let my hands free, and I got into a crash. I'm never driving a car again. Like, bro, you don't even know how to drive. Learn how to drive first. You might enjoy the relationship a little better, my guy.
Yeah.
Bro. You weird, bro.
Yeah,
You
man.
got too many Europeans in your corner, bro. Niggas is telling you to think about yourself. think about your mental health, bro.
Dang.
Crazy, man. All right, my babies. I'm about to get up out of here. Finish this.
Yeah. It's been a minute. All right, y'all brothers have a great whatever this is about to be.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas on the other
Yeah.
side.
Y'all have a great December 31st, man.
Dick Clark, he's still doing New Year's Eve.
I thought Dick Clark was dead.
That's what I thought. I just seen.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I might be in. You know what? We in different timelines. That's what it is.
Dick Clark better not be alive.
Remember Dick Cheney died for the 6th time this year, so we in a different time.
Oh yeah, he died in 2012. They just named it that. All right, cool. All right, man. I'll catch y'all, man. Y'all be easy.
Peace to the
For
tribe.
sure, y'all too. Peace.
Yes, sir.
It's the Initiates. We back. We are the #1 spiritual podcast on the internet. Align your chakras, gain some knowledge, make more dollars. You are now tuned into Scholars. Join the Discord. Be a part of the conversation. The Initiates Podcast and the Initiates Nation.
Calmed out or nothing in like a couple weeks. That's why, like, when you have vlogs and stuff, you have to let it soak and detox because some people, I see a video that looks disgusting.
Got the second
What
contract.
happened if
Get the max
they would
contract.
eat your hair up or
In
something?
Cam's case, one, the only thing that was missing from him,
It just looks
and
dirty after a while.
all of a sudden, it's like he fell off a cliff.
Like this
So you're
white
not
dust.
so, and it was like those are two different scenarios because the difference is everything that some guys get there and like,